Whoa, wait a second here. What in the world is going on in this egg right here? Twin snakes in the egg. How freaking cool is that? Take a look at that, twin babies. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the vlog. The only reason I'd be holding a pair of scissors like this is it's egg cutting time. We actually have a cool clutch here. It's a black pastel lesser fed to a pastel vanilla bamboo spider. Now, the bamboo and the lesser is actually in the blue-eyed leucistic complex, so I could get blue-eyed leucistics here, and then a whole other combination of other things. What I'm going to do is just pinch this egg just a little bit to get a little spot for here, and let's go ahead and cut our first egg and see what's inside. I love the bamboo stuff, and I also love the black pastel lesser stuff, so I'm just excited to see what we're going to get from this. Look at that beautiful snake right there. Right off the rip, we have a bamboo of some sort. Now, there was vanilla in this and pastel, and it looks like this is a pastel vanilla bamboo spider. So I think this is just like the dad. I don't see any black pastel in it, but it could have a super pastel gene in there too, which makes it really definitely a really reduced pattern animal and super cool. Let's see, this one actually already pipped, which is cool, which means that the clutch is ready to go, right? So I'm going to go ahead and just cut around here and see what we have inside this egg. See what we got here. And again, cutting eggs like this is like Christmas every single time. It's always exciting. You never know what you're going to get. White looking snake, which is that blue-eyed leucistic complex. And that's right, we've got a blue-eyed leucistic right here. That is that kind of, lesser to lesser, bamboo to lesser, Mojave to lesser, all that type of stuff. Really beautiful snake, absolutely lovely animal. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one too, because this one also is pipped out, so we'll go ahead and see what we have here. It's always, it's just, whenever you're cutting clutches, you work all year. And whoa, wait a second here. What in the world is going on in this egg right here? Oh my gosh, look at guys. Oh, this is so freaking excellent. So we got a blue-eyed leucistic, another blue-eyed leucistic right here. But then we have another little baby here. It looks actually just like a normal ball python, but we actually have twins in the egg. Take a look at that, twin babies, a blue-eyed leucistic, what appears to be a normal or maybe a vanilla, not 100% sure until it hatches out, but that is absolutely incredible. Look at that. It's not common to produce twins, and this is absolutely incredible. How freaking awesome is that? Twins in eggs. So we ended up having 2, 4, 6 eggs. Looks like we're gonna have 7 babies. That's odds that I definitely love. Well, I don't know, guys. We could get some cool genetics in this clutches. There's no doubt about it. But to hatch twins, it's gonna be hard to top that last egg. We're gonna cut another clutch of eggs a little bit later in the vlog, but more on that later. So definitely stick around to check that out too. Okay, so now what we have here is a little black pastel lesser, and it looks like it might be a vanilla as well because it's a little bit muted. It looks like we have a black pastel lesser vanilla, which is pretty darn cool too. We've got 2 eggs to go in this clutch, and like I said, hang tight because I think we have another clutch of, 7 or 8 eggs. So we have a bunch of cool egg cutting going on later on in the vlog as well too. So hopefully we'll produce another twin, because that was absolutely ridiculous. All right, we've got 2 eggs to go. What do we got here? Another little bamboo here. This one's really pretty though. Ooh, yeah, look at that right there. So this is actually a black pastel lesser, and it looks like it's actually maybe a pastel too. So it'd be like a pewter lesser bamboo ball python. Doesn't look like there's any vanilla because it's a little bit darker in color. That is gonna be an absolute ripper when this thing hatches out. Absolutely incredible. And look at that. So gooey. Oh my gosh. Cutting eggs is definitely not for the people that don't want to get dirty. There's no doubt about that. There's a lot of goop going on in here. I feel like the movie Aliens or something like that. Last egg, guys. Let's see what we ended up producing. We still haven't hit the all-gene animal, which would be really nice to hit. Theoretically, the all-gene animal might be a white snake, though. That's the only downside. So just another bamboo right here. It looks like a vanilla bamboo, not a spider. Maybe pastel might be in there, but it's a little bit hard to tell. So twin snakes in the egg. How freaking cool is that, right? Again, we'll cut some more eggs here later in the vlog. Always excited when you can open up snake eggs, but also when you can open up the box from Tarantula Cribs. Yeah, he sent me a message just saying, hey, I'm sending you some stuff. And I always say, look at the way that Tarantula Crib stuff is packaged. It's like iPhone. It's like an Apple box. They're just so cool. Great people, great customer service. Obviously, the entire Tarantula community is always behind these guys. Look at all this stuff. I'm super excited. Matter of fact, I wonder if we should do a little escape off. Let me know down in the comments if you guys think we should do a escape off. Got some little tiny ones. Okay, that looks like that's it. This is called a treehouse switch. To take it to this level of packaging and branding and just all the little intricate details. Look at how cool this is. And again, I love the fact that it has like magnetic tops. Take the tops off just by magnets, and then they just slip right back on, and boop, they've got obviously a little opening here. That would be just amazing for smaller species of tarantulas or slings. Small terrestrial enclosure, clear bottom. Recently, we had a video that went viral that I wasn't too happy about, unfortunately. One of my educators, not their fault, it just is an accident, but they were holding a container and the top slipped off. The tarantula, right, was slow to the ground, so it didn't hurt the tarantula, but it fell right by a kid, and the kid freaked out. Not something that we ever want to see happen. Sent us a bunch of enclosures like, hey, listen, you can use these enclosures when you do the zoo to use, and we won't have that situation ever happen again. As it turned out, the kid was fine, and everything went good. We talked to the parents, everyone was fine and stuff like that, but it was embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, we go to these events to get people to love animals and to kind of scare someone on accident. Again, it was no one's fault. It just kind of happened. Look at this. Oh my, it's a coffin! Is
it a coffin?
Freaking cool!
Jess is gonna love that one.
Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me right now. This thing is sick. Look at this. And again, it's got the magnetic front. You just can pull off like that.
That's cool.
Oh my god, that is absolutely wicked. I mean, look at all this stuff here. This is crazy. It's like Christmas. We have here. Ooh, this is a really cool. This is a little hexagon. Yeah, just cool shapes and cool just attention to detail. Take a look at that. Again, magnetic top. It comes off super easy, but then when it's secured on, it's not going anywhere. Your tarantula is going to be kept in there. So this is an arboreal enclosure, so this is obviously, goody sapphires. Tarantulas like that. Just a nice rectangular. I'm making quite the mess here. It's like Christmas for me. I love it. So this one's cool. It's got the magnets on the side, but you actually can slide it open. Gosh, I wonder how they come up with all these designs. This is just the very tip of the iceberg, but holy cow, this is cool, man. And again, by the way, this is not a branded deal. I'm not getting paid to tell you this. They just sent us this, and we're opening it up because it's a really cool thing. And again, we really do appreciate them. I mean, they're really great people, and they're great for the community. They're going to be at Animal Con, by the way, September 15th through the 17th down in Orlando, Florida. I'll put a link in the description. You guys are going to definitely want to get your tickets to Animal Con. You don't want to miss that, that's for sure. And Tarantula Cribs was one of our sponsors for the very first Animal Con, and they're sponsoring again, so we really do appreciate that. They've absolutely been amazing as far as their support for us. Lastly, we've got this little guy here, more terrestrial type of stuff like that. Look at the lineup right there. What are we gonna put in there? Like I said, maybe I'll challenge Mike to like a little build off with the two little tiny ones or something like that. Let me know if you guys want to check that out. Out of all these, I don't know, this coffin is pretty darn cool. I mean, there's a lot of cool enclosures, but I think the coffin beats it, man. That's amazing. So thank you, Tarantula Cribs. You guys are amazing. Definitely go check them out. As promised earlier in the vlog, we have a clutch of eggs that we're gonna do. This is actually a bumblebee, which is a pastel, and a spider, and it's bred to a kingpin, which is a lesser, and a pinstripe, but it also has the cypress gene in it too. So it could be some cool stuff, and there's a bunch of eggs. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 eggs. We're gonna go ahead and see what's going on. Egg number 1. I love that cypress gene. It's really, really cool. And with all these other combinations, oh, wait a second here. What is going on with this egg? This is a weird egg here. So I'm trying to think here. Okay, well, okay. It looks like it has bamboo in it, which unless a bamboo male accidentally got in with the female or retained sperm from last year, I'm not 100% sure. It looks like there's like lesser and cypress. So I'm wondering if there's a chance, could it be a kingpin cypress pastel, which would really blow out the thing. That's possible. We'll see if we produce any other bamboo stuff in here, because if we do, then we know that the bamboo male got in there. That is a beautiful snake. I mean, wow, if that happens to be a pastel kingpin cypress, that would be an amazing animal. The only thing we probably didn't hit, if that's the case, is the spider gene. That would have been the all gene, would have been their spider in there. So here we go, egg number 2, and we looks like we just have a little pinstripe in here. It doesn't look like a cypress, looks like just a normal pinstripe. Here we go. What do we have here? This is exactly almost the same as the first one, but now, no, okay, so listen, you can almost see if they're side by side right here, that there's just a little bit of difference here, right? The difference here is actually this has spider in it, and this one doesn't have spider in it. So I think that that might be the all gene animal, with maybe or maybe not having the black pastel gene in there. But anyways, it's definitely a pastel. It's definitely a spider. It's definitely a pinstripe. It's definitely a lesser, definitely a cypress ball python. And maybe the black pastel is what's causing that muting as well. So that might be it. This is the actual egg that had already picked. So let's go ahead and see what's inside this little monkey right here. Just cut around here like that. Ooh, look at the cypress. Yeah, so this is interesting, right? Wait. It looks like there's a whole lot of snake in here. I was looking around to see if there's maybe twins, but there's no twins in this, so it's just a big, big snake. But this is definitely a black pastel, and this is a cypress ball python. So it's kind of interesting, right, that there was definitely a black pastel in the gene. Big, wide, beautiful stripe. That's the cypress gene. Man, I tell you what, man, we're crushing the odds today. I mean, things are looking good. I tell you, I wish most of my egg cutting days were this way. And let me know if you guys enjoy egg cutting and you want to see more of it. We haven't done as much egg cutting as we normally do, just because we don't want to bore you guys. But if you guys want to see more, I'm happy to show you more. And look at this again. Another beautiful animal. And another little black pastel ball python. Now the interesting thing is that I don't have any black pastel bamboo stuff at all. I think the male can't be a bamboo because it would have to have black pastel in it unless it was a dual father clutch or sperm retention from the year before. That's always a possibility as well. So let's just keep going and keep the mystery genes a happening here. Look at that. So this is just a lesser ball python, possibly a lesser cypress, because you can see that big stripe down its back. I think that might be a lesser cypress, which then goes back to the fact that it has to be a kingpin cypress that is the dad. So okay, we're starting to figure it out. Or again, sperm retention from last year where half the clutch is actually fathered by this year's father and then half the clutch was maybe fathered by something that I bred last year to the male. It doesn't happen often, so it's doubtful to me, but it's always a possibility. I think that just maybe the mix of genes make it look a little bamboo-ish. And what do we have here? This is a pretty snake, whatever it is. Look at that. That's black pastel, that's lesser, that's cypress, and possibly spider. I think that this might be what they call a queen bee cypress black pastel, which is pretty cool. So that's another good animal. Again, animals I didn't expect because I didn't think that black pastel gene was in there. We're down to our last egg of the day. Again, I want to know from you guys, do you want me to cut some more clutches this year? Or did you say, hey Brian, I'm getting bored with egg cutting. I've been cutting eggs for 6, 7, 8 years. Look at this again. Wow! Look at that snake. This might be my favorite snake in the whole clutch, and we saved it till the very end. Again, looks very bamboo-ish, but I have a feeling it's just a combination of those animals, man. Holy moly. That is just absolutely a ripper. So, all right, guys, I'm leaving it up to you. More egg cutting or less egg cutting down in the comments.
Okay, guys, so I got a cool tattoo yesterday. No one has seen it yet. I got it for Brian, and I'm very excited to show it. Huh?
For Brian?
Yeah.
Wow. Dad.
When you get a second, can we show you something?
We got something for you. Well, really Mike does. But.
All right, I love Prime.
Yeah. Obviously, the tattoos around here are kind of crazy all the time. So I got one for you and Lori. I'm trying my best not to tear up on this one.
I think I'm going to cry too. Lori.
So yeah, the tattoos mean a lot. You guys have been made in the last couple of years, so I got the Legasea tattoo on.
Oh my God. We're so blessed to have you in our life.
I appreciate it, but just had a blank space, and
this is like Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, man. That is so beautiful, awesome. Man.
Yeah, so
gosh,
it's gonna look good once the plastic.
I cry too much. You guys are.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful thing. Thank you so much.
Of course.
I'm gonna get one now too.
I think we have to. I think everybody has to.
I think the lifers need to.
I think we have to.
Where are you getting yours, Connie?
On my
Matching Legacy.
Oh! You get the lizard and you get the stingray, and then you can put them together.
Unite!
I won't lie, that was pretty painful right there too.
How awesome is it to get twins? It certainly doesn't happen often. It's even cooler when you cut and get to see them first on. That was super excited. I definitely will update you guys when they come out of the egg. Speaking about, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, there's a playlist that you can watch all kinds of videos. You can also hit that subscription button. It would mean a lot to me. Also, hit that like button while you're down there. Have a wonderful day, Reptile Army. Remember,
Watch it.
Are you left-handed?
See that? Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
See that?
Well, that one. Wait, do that again. It's very uneven.